Any ideas? Any ideas?
Oh, hi there, everyone. How is it all going? A lovely Sunday evening in the UK. It's various times for various people watching all around the world. Where are you all watching from? Let me know in the chat. Hello to everyone in the chat, by the way. Alex Murphy also says, word up all in chat. I hope you're all good. I hope everything is finding you happy and healthy, or at least as happy and healthy as we can be in these times. It's been Savage Shadow, hello from Ohio. Angel Beat says hi, Ellen, hello. Vegas Idea from Oklahoma. Phoenix Typhoon from Cardiff. Oh, hello. It's got people from Cardiff, have we? Dutch Ghost is from the Netherlands. Wow, chat's really moving. Anders Danielson, Sweden. Miramad Kukui, I'm from Iran. Hello. Hello. Norton says, yes, it's 2 in Toronto. Hello to Toronto. You are on my list of places that I want to go to once I get there. Hello, this house. Another Cardiff from Austria. Hello to Matthias from Austria. Miss Wendler, greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. Luke Shepherd, hello from Oxford. Alan Elbig, hello from Scotland. You're right, Scotland. This is my Scottish accent. I hope you don't mind me doing it. Hello. I was told by an actual Scottish person that was good. So, but they might have just been being nice to me. So, hey. Oh, I saw someone mention. Listen, it says Brisbane, Australia. Hello, you're right. Hello, Australia. That's my Australian accent. You're getting a nice selection of accents. Actually, I went a little bit New Zealand, which is like a little bit like Australia, but a little bit like faster. You know, piss off, ghost. You know that. That's my favourite thing to say. Taika Waititi. What a man. Sammy Git Fiddle. Sorry. What an amazing username. Is that your surname as well? That's an amazing surname, if that is real. Hello from Portland, Oregon. Hello. I used to have family living there. I've not been there myself. I've not been to Oregon. That's a place that I really want to go. Ariane Taylor says, cheers from Glasgow. Hello. I am very envious of the fact that you can just get yourself a haggis supper. Well, to an extent, in the circumstances that we are in, you have slightly easier access to a haggis supper than me. Nabil, Midwest USA, hello. Bourgeron is from Normandy, France. Hello. Roddy McCann says that was a decent Highlands accent. Oh, thank you. I always think that it might err towards like the softer Edinburgh accent, but the Highlands is where I spent all my holidays, so that's probably why. Because when I was a kid, all of the actual accents. I'm going to bring this into the middle a bit more. There we go. Is that better? I just want to make sure you can hear me, but I'm a little bit to the side. I'll turn you up. Turn myself up a bit. I just don't want to be too echoey. I felt like I was a little bit echoey last week. And I just want to not do that. Oh, someone from San Francisco. Hello, whoever that was. Bourgeois says France. Normandy is France. So for those who don't know British history, back in 1066 we were invaded by the Normans, and that wasn't a bunch of blokes called Norman. That was people from Normandy, which is like France, and it's Normandy is like in France. It's now like a part of France. I don't know whether it's the same area exactly, but it's in the place where France is. There's a lot of history with places in Europe just constantly changing. An enemy says Dory. Yes, Dory is here again. I've pulled her out a little bit more so that she can actually see you. She was a little bit like last week. Antonio Lau audio is doing great, by the way. Good. Canned laughter when Ickle Rose breaks out the American accent. Which one though? Because like I can do like, you know, Californian, so like surfer bro kind of like, or like, you know, MG, like a girl who's like totally on Insta all the time, you know. I could do my like southern drawl like that. That's my southern drawl. Or I can do my, you know, Arthur Morgan had a girl. So, yeah, accents are fun, aren't they? Sound was better earlier. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. New camera angle, says Cyrus Winter. Oh, you mean like this one? Hi. Didn't see you over there. Nice to meet you. You all having a good time? Good time. Nice. But we're back here though. Always back here. But also here. Hi. Thank you. Someone in the chat saying flawless. Thank you, Norset. Canned Laughter says I live in California. That's perfect Valley girl. See, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah. Mic is hot now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Let me know, because I've got a nice little actual thing that I can do with a dial, and I want to make sure that I am not deafening you all. Right. So I'm gonna get this thread open. Start some questions. 10 minutes in, so we're gonna do like 20-ish minutes of questions from here. Like 25 minutes from here, and then the last 25 minutes gonna get questions from chat. Okay, so think up questions, save them, don't put them down now because I'll not see them later on. So when I call for questions, have a think of questions, maybe be inspired by some of the questions that people have left already. Try not to ask me what my favorite video game is, because everyone asks that. And I mean, the joke is, it's Kingdoms of Amalur, but then there's also a lot of other games that I really like, and I actually find that like a really difficult question, and I will be here for like hours going, yeah, but this game is really good. But this game is also good. But like, this game is what I've spent the most time in because the world really drew me in. We'd be here forever. We'd be here forever. Now, let's try and find where we left off. I think they've rearranged themselves slightly. I tried to, have the one mega thread, but the way that YouTube kind of orders, there we go, newest first, and then we'll go from the bottom. Like, because it does top comments and then it changes the order, and I was like, oh yeah, no, it was in top comments. But are you all having a good time while I just deal with this while this just loads? You all having a great time? Raged Demon says Fable 1 or 2. I've not played Fable 1. That I just never got around to it. And then Anniversary came out and I was like, oh cool, I can play it. Just haven't got around to it. I'm very sorry, Peter Molyneux. But right. Okay. Let's... You know what? I'm just going to go from the top. Which is the most recent. So if you just left one, maybe you'll be... Okay, so Clay Miller, first off, has put proof for 10k steps. Fine. Yesterday, I did it as well. Let's get my... Will this share any information about me and my location? I need to be safe on the internet. No. There I am. There you go. 11,000. Got my heart points and everything. Look at me go. Well, you can't look at me go. You just saw that I went. That's all. Right. Cyrus Winter asked 22 minutes ago. Lucky you that YouTube has done this. What's the next colour for your hair? I love the blue purple look, but I'm curious if you change it to something else. I used to have bright red hair. You can see it on this very channel. As a matter of fact. But yeah, I really love purple. But it washes out to blue. Like, even if you look at the difference between this week and last week's stream, that's after washing my hair twice, because I wash my hair twice a week to try not to... You don't want to wash your hair too often, because it can make... With my hair, if I wash it too often, it gets very greasy in the roots. That's... Yeah, and then it also... If you wash your hair too often and you have long hair... Because if you wash it too much, your hair, your scalp is like, oh my goodness, it's not got any oils. I will make more oil, and then your hair gets more greasy. But anyway, the ends can get very dry if you just keep washing them out, even if you put loads of conditioner in. So to try and keep my hair not like, I wash it twice a week, and even then, like 2 washes, and it's already like getting very blue. Like, you can see it in my fringe. It's gone, like, I'm getting some highlighty blonde bits coming back from where my lovely hairdresser Mike bleached it for the colour. Yeah, and the next question as well, candle after, completely random, any other colour you would colour your hair besides blue? I vaguely remember you mentioning red hair at some point. I did. Yeah, so I think maybe like a pink. Bring more of it. I just really like the purple, so I think maybe I'll try just doing it pink and see if that goes. Also, does Merylwen have more fun as an adorable cat or a massive bear? It just depends on her mood, really. It's the flexibility of it. Sometimes she just wants to be like meow, and sometimes she wants to be like ah. So it's the flexibility for druids that I think is the greatest thing. I hope you're keeping sane during this lockdown as well. Candle After says, don't go mad and start clobbering your neighbour. Oh yeah, if you don't follow me on Twitter, my neighbour keeps having guests round during the lockdown, which is great. The police have knocked on their door because my sister overheard them having a very loud conversation on the phone, complaining about this and saying, oh, it's up to me if I put myself in danger, completely missing the point that we're locking ourselves down to protect other people. Because, like, for me, as much as I am being told by the NHS to stay indoors, which is, if you didn't know, I've got weird blood, white blood cell count is not normal, so I'm more susceptible to getting ill, so this virus could really screw me over if I got it, so I've got to be careful. But even if I didn't have that, I would stay indoors and only go out for the time that I'm allowed, and not go into other people's houses, because it's about not spreading it and not giving it to other people. And the thing is, like, some people are like, I'm not someone who would get anyone could get a virus. Don't think of it as a cleanliness thing. We are human beings. We are walking petri dishes for these things, no matter how many times, how clean, whatever you are. Like, we can try these things, but they're tiny, microscopic things that you can't see. You can't be certain that it's not. Anyway, I would really like my neighbour to be sensible, please. Very passive-aggressively played a John Oliver last week tonight thing about all the misinformation about the COVID-19. Very, very good thing he did in like the last episode or so. And I just had it on the loudest possible on my laptop and opened the window. Maybe they heard that. Because you can't go and knock on their door. Anyway, right. As a quote, hi Ellen, really glad to have you guys on YouTube, even during this weird time. Was wondering, how does one send fan out your way or to Outside Extra? I've been painting a lot during this lockdown, thought maybe I could do some stuff for you guys. If you want to send fan art to Outside Extra or myself, Twitter is usually the easiest way to go. If you mention us, don't tag. If we mention it, then we can at least check it in our mentions, and it's more likely to see, nice big image comes up. Also, if you put it on Instagram, and tag us in the photo. Don't tag us in the script bit, because we'll see one notification and then it'll disappear. Whereas if you tag us, it will show up in our tagged photos, and then we can find it there. That's the best way. That's for any kind of, if the person is on Instagram and they allow you to tag them, do it like that. Jeff Lewis, now that you've convinced Luke to play Nier Automata, which can be an emotional ride, can we get upgrades to his reactions to different story points? Perhaps, but we don't want to risk spoilers as well, so I'll be careful. But I am so intrigued to see how much he enjoys it. Sadly, it wasn't down to me, as much as I've been talking about it. It was Final Fantasy VII, because he wanted like some more swoosh 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 gameplay, and I was like, I'm telling you about this game. You played it. We did it in Let's Play. And I think Luke's watching, so hi. After this stream, by the way, Luke is doing a stream where he's reading scary Victorian ghost stories that he's found that are out of copyright. You should totally watch those. Because I think that would be amazing. I'm imagining him fully like decked out. Luke, you've still got time. But I'm imagining you like fully like decked out in, like the Victorian collars that like come up really high, like around the neck. Not quite like a ruff, but like they come out, just that. Someone would do a good like shadow painting of you, the profile ones with those. Okay. Will Chappelle says, what do you think about the announced HBO The Last of Us TV show? Do you think it might finally be a worthy video game adaptation? I think there have been good ones, but I think zombie apocalypse, HBO, human relationships between an adult and a young woman, young like teenage girl, and the dynamic between that, I think HBO will probably do very well with that. Fingers crossed, it'll be really good. Mr. Rick W001, do you actually buy into theory that Doom Guy is Link, or are you just humouring Luke? I'm just humouring him. Sorry, Luke. Lumos D. Small question: is Merylwyn afraid of spiders? Yes, but she will also fight to defend them. She's very torn. Basically, I can't say, oh, she's fine with spiders, because then Johnny will have to make us fight a spider, and then people make fan art of fighting spiders, and I won't like that. So, sorry. Mrs. Mann, a Merylwyn solo adventure? Can't wait. Ooh, maybe, I don't know. Or are you making a joke about this being a Merylwyn solo adventure? I'm sorry if I've missed that completely. Thank you to nice messages from Matt and Timothy. Hunt Clan Hunt says, my questions: who, what, when, where, why, how, goose, honk. Thank you to Randy and AX for nice messages. Assassin ATDAPE. Ape. I'm not. I'm really sorry I've butchered your username. It's clearly a pun on assassinate and ape. And I've not done it well. Ever thought of doing a charity stream on this channel? Yes, I would like to do that at some point. I've been looking into the back end of YouTube, like being like, oh, you can add a thing, and there's like a thing for the World Health Organization, which I might do, because you can like add to existing fundraisers that are going on YouTube. So I'll have a look, see which ones I think might be either most helpful or most overlooked, maybe, and maybe one of these make it like a charity one, which would be nice. Glenn Forbes, what's your ideal sandwich? Did I answer this one? I did answer a question about sandwich. It's brie, avocado, a caramelized onion chutney, and thyme. And then bread, whatever you choose. You can toast it or not. Add bacon if you fancy it. Because bacon goes well with avocado and brie. So the two, and the onions. Also, vegan bacon might work as well. I'm a big fan of like vegan alternatives. I've recently discovered that Quorn fish fingers are ridiculously good. Excellent sandwich is Quorn fish fingers, vegan mayo, brioche bun though, not quite vegan, but like that's my treat. And then, oh gosh, what else do I have in there? And ketchup. Yeah. For any veggies watching, works a treat. David Edie, hey Ellen, huge fan. I did some fan art a while ago. We're so glad to see you liked it. Slowly working on more. Thank you very much. I always appreciate the work that people do when they send us their lovely fan art. I want to ask what your inspiration to start off doing YouTube. Love your content and stay safe. My inspiration was like 2007 YouTube. I did actually make a video on here saying that like which channels inspired me to start, like various ones. Oh, the lighting has changed in here, so I'm just going to fix that so that I'm not completely blown out. Is that better? There we go. That's more of an actual human skin tone. There we go. Wow, that's better. Sorry, because the sun is setting. I've chosen a really good time of day to do this. So yeah, check that video out to see which various YouTubers inspired me. But literally, it's just like being a sixth former and sitting and watching YouTube videos with my friends, and being like, "Ooh, what can I do? You know, what things can I like? I like the fact that these people have made me laugh. Maybe I could do that." The only thing that really like stopped me from doing that for a while was and in my video of why I started YouTube, when I did, is another video. So those two videos kind of explain side by side. But yeah, it was like money, and also my first boyfriend wasn't really great about women in comedy, so the fact that I wanted to make funny videos on the internet wasn't an easy route for me to take, but I did it, and I'm pretty pleased with where I am. I didn't realise that I was going to go so far into the gaming stuff. Brilliant. Gaming was just another lovely hobby of mine, so that's my job now. So thank you, world. Thanks to you all. Right. Mark Hilton, do you have any plans to do another music collab? I'm assuming you're asking about the one I did with my friend Mark Straight. He made an album and asked me to write and sing the vocals on a track that he'd made. So I did that, and it's called Let You In. If you go onto my main channel page, there's like collabs and cameos, and I think it's like the first one in that playlist. There's a playlist of everything, and that was a lot of fun, and I am looking to do more with him this year. We were hoping to do a nice summery track, like kind of like summer vibes, like light-hearted, or at least like light sounding thing. And then we're all like, I got a message from the other day being like, we're all stuck indoors, so I don't think people want a summer fun outside track, so we're gonna do something different and have a think on it. But I think he's a very, very talented musician. He's done shows at like PAX and stuff. He does a lot of video game music and sound stuff. He's a very good person. I got to actually meet him in person at PAX East, and then again we bumped into each other at PAX West. So last year was so good, just seeing my friend who we'd been friends with online for ages, and then finally being like, you're a real person, hi. So yeah, short answer, long answer is all that. Short answer is yes, I want to do more music with my friend, and maybe some other people as well. I want to do more parodies. I still want to do more parodies. Okay, YouTube, you straight back up to the top. Just, man, well, we're only got 10 minutes left of this part, right? But like, I'm really sorry if I'm going to miss any of your questions on this. Right. How are you all doing in the chat by the time? By the way, I'm just thinking of the time in my head. Oh, Hobby Harry says, how about a funny indoors version of Summer Fun? Maybe we'll end up doing like a parody version of the song that we were planning to do, which I've not really written any lyrics for. I've been listening to the music and being like, I'm trying to be inspired, but I was not feeling inspired the past few months, because the past few months have just been weird. Right. Okay, right. This is a cool one. Lissit says, when games feature character creation, do you have a specific character you always try to make, or have you ever created Merylwen or the D&D characters? I created the Oxventure crew in Soul Calibur 5, and they've become my new favourites. Oh, that's so sweet. I always just try and play me. It's the role-playing aspect where I'm like, it's me in this game. Occasionally I'll give myself funky hair, but like I try and match myself as much as possible. Yeah, that's a good question. Cool. Thank you for making us in Soul Calibur. Okay. Right. Oh, how and when did you first meet Jane, Andy, Luke, and Mike? Says Chitty Productions. I need to say your name very carefully. First time I met Jane and Andy was at a Rainbow Six Siege preview event. It was one of the first events I went to, and then I think the first time I met Mike was on a trip for The Division in Malmo, Sweden. And Andy was also on that trip. I'd already met him by then. And yeah, they were all very nice. So yeah. Luke, first time I met Luke was after we'd both agreed to join Outside Extra. We'd never met before previously. Basically when we both kind of went, yeah, okay, we'll do it. Who's the other person now? Yeah, so as soon as we agreed, they were like, okay, here's the person, and then we looked each other up and we're like, okay, I think I'll get on with this person. And then we did. It was great. He's like my bestie. Yeah. He's good egg. They're all good eggs. And yeah, the first time I met the Oxbox guys, both occasions, I was trying my best to like be as calm as possible, because I was like a fan of their work as well. Brand new to the industry, and like just trying not to be like, oh, I love you. So like just trying to be like, hello, nice to meet you, I enjoy your work, you're good. That worked. Seeing all the DIY haircuts is from Gugs Gunny, or letting it grow wild on the internet. While stuck at home, please share your plan for your hair. Just keep the colour topped up and not cut it. I'm not cutting my hair because it involves fringes and basically this bit doesn't matter too much about, like, you know, I'll be a bit meh when the ends really start going, but I'm just gonna have to grow out my fringe, which hurts my soul. But my hairdresser once just said, please never cut your own fringe, and I was like, I did when I was maybe 4, And never since, I just don't trust myself with it at all. So eventually you're all just going to have to deal with seeing my forehead. So sorry about that. Oh, Siddharth Selvarajan, I hope I'm saying your name right. I said it very, very poshly. So sorry. In the first ever D&D, you dressed up as Merylwen while the others didn't for their characters. Did you sort of inspire them to do that later? Well, don't take total credit. Because the thing is, like, that first one was kind of just a let's see how this goes, and then it was successful, and then we were like, okay, we can like invest in costumes for this, because that stuff can add up price wise, and we couldn't like afford to all spend money on costumes for one video that we didn't know whether it was going to do well. But I like to think that me turning up with a big cloak kind of was like, hey everyone, gonna bring your A game. So, I just like any excuse to dress up. I like playing dress up. Right. Mr. Wordsmithy, what would you rather see, a sequel to Dragon Age Inquisition or Mass Effect Andromeda? I have never played a Dragon Age game because of spiders in them, but eventually I'll brave them. Mass Effect Andromeda was fine. I didn't really finish it. I think that it was better than people thought it was. I don't think it I think it was too buggy. I don't think it was perfect. I think there could have been more done. But saying Anthem, I think maybe it's because there was sometimes if you've got more than one game happening in a studio, resources are stretched. I think you've got to treat your developers nicely, make sure you're not overworking them, is my plea to publishers and developers, or at least like the companies. Right. Chris Blackford said, if there's a follow-up to literally everyone else in the world, will you have a trumpet solo? Maybe, but I have not played the trumpet in over 10 years, and it's just recently that I'm like, hey, I should relearn that. I've literally today had a delivery of a learn how to play trumpet, because I need to just relearn the beginning bit, like go through it a lot faster than I obviously did as a kid, but yeah, I need to relearn all the notes and the buttons still. Okay, Hobby Harry, I believe I saw you in chat earlier. What games soothe you the most, and in what ways? E.g. relaxing in nature, feeling competent. I like that, feeling competent or connected. They are Horizon Zero Dawn. I could spend weeks in that world. It's just, I just like exploring and walking around and climbing around and fighting big robots. I just think it'd be, I think it's great. I really enjoy Minecraft. Because the music's great. Oh my goodness. Minecraft, like, is those lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax / study to. Oh my goodness. And just being like, yeah, I made a thing. And then also you can play multiplayer, which I've been doing with a friend. And it's been like, often it's been like the highlight of my week, because I just get to sit and chat to my friend while making things and seeing, oh my goodness, all the animals in Minecraft now. I'd not played it for a while. There's like turtles, there's foxes, there's bunnies. Well, there's been bunnies in it for a while, but the new bunnies look amazing. But yeah, I just like looking at that. I've got cats. I got the achievement with all the, you have to tame 20 cats, and I got that achievement. I did so much fishing, but I got the achievement. What's the most important lesson you learn while playing video games? Sometimes it doesn't matter if you lose, because you can turn off the video game and go do something else. Like, that's honestly, and that I think I equate to persistence works. I've just recently finished Ori and the Will o' the Wisps. Sorry, not Blind Forest is the first one. And like there were some moments I was like, this game, because it's a tricky game. And just that feeling, like that elation of finally finishing it and or finally beating a boss or beating that one little bit. Man, so good. Just sometimes it's okay to just go off and just do something else and not worry about it. It's just a video game. And then on the same level, it feels great when you actually get through. Both of those things are just good. I don't think I did this one last week. Sashi Bear says, since I was a wee little boy, I'd like to think you're Scottish because you said wee little boy. I'd like to throw in some broken graham crackers. It's spelt great. Yeah, I think you're American because it's graham crackers, but it's spelt Graham crackers. That's how we would say Graham. Spell Graham even. Some graham crackers in milk, letting them soak just enough to eat them when they're like a paste. Do you have any grody or weird comfort food? Cheese and chocolate. Right, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat as I talk about this. When I was in St Andrews... Oh, no, wait, I mentioned this last week. Did I answer this question last week? Sorry, of course, you got the cat achievement. Yes, I did. Oh, wow, we've got some super chats. I forgot I turned that on. I was messing about with the things and that's on. Oh, wow. Hang on. Viewer activity. Wow. Holy wow. Thank you to Jeremy Rock, Tom Titherington, Carl Wainwright, Mario Remakes Rumour. That'd be good. Chris Dugong, Alan Fraser. Is that a xenomorph egg behind you? No. Are you talking about that thing? Because that's actually a Piranha Glass. Well, it's like a vase, really, final form. But I drank out of one of those in Trader Sam's in the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim. One of the most delicious things that I've ever drunk. And I think that little tiny burp there, which I believe is the first time I've burped on camera, it's just reminding me of oh, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, it's good, so good. That was what it was like. Just all of their cocktails are kind of like rum based, so good. It was a blue slushy thing and it was delicious. Killian Hannon, what do you miss most while in quarantine? Have you played any games that you haven't got around to playing before quarantine? Favourite vid you've done? That's a lot of questions. I miss my friends and family that I can't see. Played any games haven't got around to. On my list, I want to finish off some games. But Animal Crossing has kind of taken over my life. Favourite video I've ever done... Possibly it's like how to get big on YouTube, because it's really dark and satirical. Worked on it with my friend Matt. And yes. Sam Farndale, hey, no question, just saying love your content both here and on OX. Hopefully this helps in these kind of insane times. Keep your chin up. Thank you, Sam. Web Giant says your collab with Mark could be titled Singing in My Living Room. Stay safe, avoid the neighbours. Thank you. Darth Vader, what's been your go-to music while in quarantine? Anything Spotify recommends me. It's a lot of female artists. I basically listen to the Birds of Prey soundtrack, which is just full of absolute bangers. And then Spotify has been recommending me stuff from there. And I've been really enjoying it. So basically listen to that album and then just let it play when Spotify automatically puts you onto kind of, if you have Spotify, that is. This is very assumption, me assuming things here. Let it play and it'll just come up with an automatic playlist, which includes... I was really pleased. Dodie Doddle, who, if you don't know, is a lovely singer-songwriter based on YouTube originally. Still is as well. She's got a good little, she does little vloggy stuff as well. Doddle Vloggle. And she's adorable. A friend of mine. She's very, very sweet. And just good at music, and it made me very happy to hear. Oh, why does it? This just refreshes. Okay, I'm gonna stop on that anyway. We've done that section. I'm on the chat now. Sammy Gitfiddle, hello. Hi Ellen. This is first time to update your entry in infamous vlog logbook. Oh my goodness. I think I got rid of it. But oh my goodness, that vlog logbook. That was a really fun video as well, actually. That's one of my favourites. Mainly because of my sister giggling in the background. Red Floss says, hi from the Isle of Wight. My wife and I saw you 2 years ago at EGX where you sent a picture of our cat, Marceline. Thanks for all you do. Most anticipated game? Mine is Watch Dogs Legion. Yes, I really want to play that. Because that's right now is like the only way I can experience London, which is like so close. Yeah, that Cyberpunk. Just to do like dystopian futures high up on my list. We're already in a dystopian future, but it's fine. John Sansko says Amaranth, if you've not heard of them, also Sabaton. Oh, those bands. I will look out for them. Angel B, passive aggressive trumpeting practice to break up your neighbours' parties. I actually did the other day practice the trumpet when they had people around. Without my muting, because I've actually got a mute thing with headphones so that I don't annoy everyone, because the trumpet is loud. If you want it to have like a good tone, you need to push a lot of air through, and that means it's loud. Because you can do it softly, but it would be very, very, very good to do that, and I'm not quite that level yet, I don't think. So yeah, that's what I did. Jason Kwan says, literally had to pause playing Final Fantasy VII Remake when you mentioned super chats are on. Oh, thank you. You go so much to us as viewers. Is there anything else we can do to you to support during this time? I am okay. Like, just knowing that you guys are watching and being supportive, watching things, like, just hit those like buttons. Share videos with your friends. Like recommendations. If someone's like, what should I watch during quarantine? I don't know what to watch. You should be like, oh, if you like D&D, or if you like video games. Like, that's not me telling you. That's just like, do that for any person that you're really enjoying their content. Like, if you are enjoying it, don't keep it to yourself, because everyone needs something to watch. Also, food banks. Anything to help people in the art industry who don't have the luxury of being able to work from home like I do. Like, I have friends who work in theatre, and it's a scary time. Like, it's difficult enough as it is. And I watched a Philosophy Tube video, his latest video. He mentioned in that a lot of these actors who are out of work right now, their secondary job is usually in the service industry. It's like if you go, like, same in London, if you go to LA or anywhere like that where acting is like a big industry, most of the people who are serving you your food are the people just between roles and things like that. Fun fact, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the serving stuff in LA are ridiculously attractive for this reason. Like, but once I was in LA and someone was serving me, and I was like, you should not be serving me food because you are model. No, stop. I should be serving you. Can I get you a cup of tea or something? And then he didn't know what a cup of tea was. So it was like, no, joking. Americans know what tea is. Just saying you don't know what a good cup of tea is. I'm just rambling. I'm sorry, but yeah. So think of those people. I am okay. Thank you so much for offering support. It's very kind of you. So do please support people who need the help. People are unemployed. People don't have food. Donate to things that will help them. Have a look out for things. Also donate to the World Health Organization, because apparently Donald Trump doesn't want to fund it. So we need it. Anyway. THN Wraith says, will you and the OX crew do any more Showdown of the Week? Love the D&D live shows, but would love to see more of your competitive stuff. Maybe. It's all dependent on just like, because I think it's the Showdown stuff just takes more time to prep. And for the past few things we've gone for D&D because it's been around like busy times. So it all depends on workload really. But we would love to. It's a lot of fun. Ant Sweeney says, has there ever been a game you were super hyped that ended up being a bit rubbish when you got it, other than Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Fable 3, Assassin's Creed 3. I don't know what it is with games that are the third one in the series and me. But the thing is, like, since then, I've actually come to really enjoy Assassin's Creed 3. But I so loved the Ezio series. And there was just something that didn't quite hit the same level for me. And then with Fable 3, it was sort of the same. And then also, I think because I loved the Albion in that more kind of like slightly earlier setting, like the Victorian steampunky type setting was amazing. And I get what they were doing with the theming, and it's really good. But it was a bit, and I think, wasn't that the one where they like voiced your character? I didn't like that. And the running around holding hands, I thought that was a bit dumb. But yeah, it was something to do with threes. Something to do with threes that I don't quite gel with all the time. Right. Oh wow. Oh gosh. Everyone's right. I'll try and read some non-super chat stuff as well. Carl be back says, no real question, just want to thank you for the stream, having a lovely chill time, hope you continue to be well. Thank you very much. Paul McL, what shade of blue hair dye do you use? I use purple. It's actually called hot purple. Colour, gosh, what's it called? But yeah, it's a purple and then it fades to blue because the red washes out quicker than the blue. I'm bored of being blonde, need to do something with my hair. Thank you, quarantine. Yeah. Well, this is, if you go purple, it gradually fades. So if you'll always have something different. And then people are like, oh, what hair colour do you use? And you're like, not this. LJ1985 says, glad to see you. Oh, thank you very much. A very generous donation. Thank you. Glad to see you're staying safe and sane in these dark times. Hope your neighbours stop being idiots. Me too. Here's something to treat yourself. Take care and keep on giggling. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Lisset says, will the Oxford team play Cyberpunk 2020 tabletop? Oh, maybe. I think if we did, we'd probably have to work with Dicebreaker for that. Because we love Dicebreaker and that would be fun. Dale Robertson says, what do you think of the possible Assassin's Creed Ragnarok? Ooh, where would you like an AC to be set? I have so many different settings that I would like. I am one of the people, the slightly basic people who's like, what about feudal Japan? That'd be cool. I really enjoyed the kind of sort of not term, but the kind of Lara Croft Go, Hitman Go style Assassin's Creed Chronicles games, I think they are. The one set in China was pretty fun. I just think that it would be really cool to see that area of the world and how the Templars try to influence it. And then, I mean, just anything like, I'm a sucker for like Celtic stuff. I mean, I know it's already been in London, but like maybe like Scotland would be cool. Random username for Chris. Oh, we did joke about the Scotland one on Outside Extra once, and we said that there's only one wall and it's Adrian's wall. But hey, that was on the we quizzed Andy on the history quiz. That was fun. Right. Random username for Chris. Stay With Me Baby by Chris Cornell. Good song to do in a posh English accent. Any vices, misconceptions about women gamers? How you can help. Just don't be weird with women gamers. Don't feel like don't talk to us. This is like I'm like preaching to the choir here, but like don't like treat women like people. Like don't be weird with us. Don't be overprotective. If I complain about something on Twitter, don't then try and go after whoever. Like don't do that. That's just me venting. That's why I have to block out usernames, because people think that they have to go fight for me. No, I'm all right. I'm just venting because I just want people to realise that this stuff still happens and it's annoying. But I appreciate like the sentiment behind it, but also it's a slightly weird sentiment because it's a little bit patronizing. Because I complained about something today and then someone went and like tried to find the and I was like, don't do that. Anyway, that's rambling nonsense. Yeah, posh English accents on American songs, posh English accent. I want to do that again at some point. If you've not seen them, I sang some American songs in a posh British accent because that's how our choir teacher used to make us sing things, even if it was like an American song that needed to be sung in American accents because of the way that the words work. So yeah, I want to do more of that. That'd be good. Jeremy Rock says, do you remember the very first video game you played? Mine was Super Mario in an actual arcade. Yes, I'm old. Oh. Well, mine was I don't know exactly, but I played a lot of things on a PC with my sister, including Mario is Missing. There was an Indiana Jones game that we played over at my cousin's house, Earthworm Jim that we played at our other cousin's house, Encarta Mind Maze, whole bunch of stuff. Timu Pulkinen says, if Meryl had an IRL day job, what would it be? Garden centre person? I don't know. I think she'd enjoy that. Just florist, maybe. James Davenport says, appreciate you bringing up theatre. I freelance at Park Theatre and Southwark Playhouse a lot, and both are likely to be shut down for months. Oh, big hugs, mate. I actually have some friends who have done performances there of their plays and stuff, so that is very cool. Park Theatre is lovely. It's up in... gosh... I've forgotten place names because I've been inside so long. But it's in North London. It's one of the park... Oh my goodness, my brain. Anyway, yeah, it's Park Theatre. Look it up. You'll see where it is. I could Google it, but that would be really uninteresting to watch. Yeah, huge hugs to you, James, and anyone else who is dealing with this right now. Official Mike G says, a couple of songs by female-fronted bands that you might like. Delane, We Are the Others, and Within Temptation, and We Run It. Okay, we'll have a look. Oh, an exhibit. Well, we'll have a look. Jonathan Medina, hi Ellen, hope you and your family are well. Wondering if you, a female gamer / personality in a male-centric field, have had any self-doubt / second thoughts. Continue on being awesome and smiling. I've never had second thoughts. This is like, once I realised that this was a path that I could take, I was like, I'm going to do this no matter what. Nothing has made me want to quit. It can just make things, it's just be really frustrating. It's not that, oh, why, woe is me. It's just, really? Really? Are you actually, really? Could you just not, please? Which I think is what most other women in video games feel. When like told that either that we don't belong or that we're just here for eye candy or whatever. It's just like so yeah. It's less like, oh, I'm sad. It's more like just impatience. Not sadness, just impatience and just no more patience. Anyway, Welsh says, what would be your ideal / perfect game? I don't know. That's a big question. I'll think about it. Marie Hall says, I would play North Lane a whole lot. They're a fab band. Love playing Greedfall, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age RPG. Girl, me, nice one. Greedfall is apparently quite fun. And I love Mass Effect 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. James Davenport, also do you like Phoebe Bridgers and Julian Baker? I will have a think. I'm trying to think of those names. They ring a bell, but I can't think where from. Lax says, that's from James Davenport, if I didn't say. Lax says, I always join the content of yours. Stay safe. Thank you very much. Spoon of Doom, have you looked into Tabletop RPG's 10 Candles? No, I have not. I will have a look. Mersalt says, you've seen those deepfakes of yourself. Thoughts? I have not seen deepfakes of myself, but I think deepfakes are bad. Because, oh my goodness, people can make you say anything. I think it's perfectly fine if you make them and say explicitly, like somewhere on the video as well, so that people don't just take the video out of context, like watermark that stuff. And yeah, just because it's not great if people can like make you say horrible things or do horrible things, and yeah, it's weird. G42 says, thanks so much to you and all of the Oxventure crew. Wholesome goodness, you all. Thank you very much. Diluted9 says, thank you for everything. You guys helped me distract me when I was homeless. Oh, wow. Living in a hotel trying to find a place last year. And now in a pandemic. P.S. You've been my favourite since you first mentioned Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning. Yes! Wow. Well done for getting out the other side of that. That is a lot. That's a lot for someone to go through. So, you know, thoughts going out to you. Hope you're okay now, and that you're not having to be stuck in a hotel during all of this. Leon Brooks says, strongly recommend the Double Clicks. All of their albums are great. Okay. OM says, what's a deepfake? A deepfake is when someone takes someone's face and they animate it onto another person's body. You can like match up the muscle movements and stuff. There was an amazing one of someone doing impressions on a talk show that like showed just how good it was, where every single time he did an impression of a celebrity, they would change his face to look like a celebrity, and it was done so subtly that you didn't even realise it until like a second later. So yeah, it's just that someone could put your face on something and it looks like it is you, and it's bad. Because there's already too much misinformation on the internet. Let's have a look. Timothy Dye asks, is Marilyn Scar a prosthetic or simply drawn on? It is drawn on. When it's when it's not me on my own having to do it with this lipstick, because it's the only red bit of makeup that I own, it is Jane doing it with some like actual like special eyeshadow nicer blend, and it looks better when she does it. Because I am bad at makeup. Brendan Mike says Bill Hader. Yeah, it was a Bill Hader. So search like Bill Hader deepfake thing or whatever, and you'll see that clip, and you're like, oh, it's impressive, and then you're like, oh god, anyone can do it. You can't trust video anymore, and that's bad. Mason789 said deepfakes were a basis of an episode of Elementary. I need to watch that series. It's like a Sherlock Holmes thing. That's good. Christian Baker says, love the top, Ellen. Like Luke, I like the dinosaurs. Yes. Na 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 na. I love this top. It's good. I like alternate versions of like film logos and game logos, like things that just a little bit different from just the Jurassic Park logo, which is a classic, classic t-shirt that most people own. Nothing against that, but I'd like to do something a little bit different. So when I saw this, I believe it was H&M, I was like, I'm getting that, because I like Jurassic Park, and also it's pretty. I like being a bit girly every once in a while. It's good. Embrace all of your sides and everything. Okay, 1957. That is 3 minutes to 8, or 7:57, depending on where you are in the world and how you say things. Fredo F says, what about the Thief series? Did you play / enjoy some of it? I'm replaying the series. I've never played Thief. Really, really weirdly. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. Find some more questions. Oh, Sean McBee says, which My Chemical Romance is best? Black Parade or 3 Cheers? Thing is, 3 Cheers is the one that got me into My Chemical Romance. And that's the one with Helena in it. And I'm Not Okay. So, and Black Parade is great because it's basically a Queen album. And I saw them live doing the Black Parade. That was amazing. I think 3 Cheers. I love Black Parade. So good. But without 3 Cheers, you wouldn't have Black Parade. That's my logic. That's what I'm going for, and I'm going to try not to hit the mic. Phil Tyler asks, how long have you had your Frozen mug, Ellen? A long time. And I love it. It's good. My sister bought it for me. I think I'll keep it forever. I will never let it go. Let's have a look. So Milky Joe says Danger Days. Oh, Danger Days is a good album as well. Like, I don't think there's a bad My Chemical Romance album. I think, like, because I'm supposed to be going to one of the UK gigs with some friends, if that still happens. But I'm not sure. I don't know how confident I'll feel going to somewhere that's full of people in July. Yeah. Oh, Barney Joseph asks, favourite Panic at the Disco album. Ooh. Kind of have to say Phoebe Can't Sweat Out. I mean, I saw them live with that one as well. I've done a dance. One of my friends choreographed a dance to There's a Good Reason These Tables Are Numbered. Honey, you just haven't thought of it yet. Greatest song ever. Yeah. I think I'll have to go with that one. But I love all of them. I love all. I think is it Pretty Curious, or like the second album I was like, not sure. But it's been coming up on my Spotify a bit more, and I'm like, no, it was good. I was just being like, oh, it's different from the first one. Don't ever do that with bands that you like. Let them try different things. Linkin Park, my favourite band of all time. Okay? You listen to their discography and it just changes. But that is them growing and trying different things. Don't make people make the same things over and over again, because that's not conducive to, creativity. Andrea Martinez says, knowing that you love cats, why don't you have one? Any music recommendations? Oh, it is 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and finish up on this one. I'm really sorry to everyone else. Music recommendations, Stay Homes. 3 guys from Barcelona singing about the COVID-19 in English, Spanish, Catalan. Oh, amazing. Helps laughing at the virus. It really, really does. And thank you to Jeremy Rock, who says, thanks for being here. Oh, thank you very much. Right, I think we're gonna have to... Oh, everyone's booing my joke, sorry. And my smug smile. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your extremely generous donations. You don't have to. I was just like playing around with the back end of YouTube and I turned it on. I was like, okay, I don't know, and it's working. But I'm gonna try and maybe next week's for charity. That would be nice. Thank you for watching. Go and watch Luke's stream. If I can get a link for you, that would be amazing. I've got it right here, haven't I? Here we go. It's waiting for Key West away, but it's actually waiting for me because I am slow. So I've popped a link in chat. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you same time next week. I will start a new thread. I think I will start a new thread for every week. I will pop it on the community tab. Because it takes ages to load all of them now, so and it reloads them in different order, I've just discovered in this stream. So thank you for watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. Have a lovely, lovely week. See you next time. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Isolate. But keep in touch with your friends. Phones and internet and such. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.